They call him the Pit King for a reason. When Jacob Byrd hits the road, running isn't an option, it's a mistake. The Dodge Charger, a machine built for power and pursuit. It's the car cops love and criminals can't handle. On October 2nd, 2025, Trooper Jacob Byrd was patrolling Interstate 630 when a black Dodge Charger flew by at 105 miles per hour. As Byrd slowed down to observe, the driver began mirroring his moves, then suddenly made a reckless U-turn, driving the wrong way down the interstate and forcing civilians off the road. Byrd hit his lights and swung around. The chase was on. Trooper Jacob Byrd caught up and executed a flawless pit maneuver, spinning the Charger to a complete stop. Trooper Ibarra quickly moved in to assist, and together they brought the suspect down and took him into custody without further incident. Once again, Trooper Jacob Byrd proved why he's known as the Pit King, precise, fearless, and unmatched behind the wheel. On October 12, 2025, just after midnight, Pierce County deputies spotted a stolen box truck tearing down 125th Street East. The deputy attempted a traffic stop, but the driver refused to slow down, forcing officers into a dangerous pursuit through the quiet streets of Bonnie Lake.
Deputy Local unit number 3 monitoring. Come on, let me fly.
Two attempted pits. He drove out of both of them. Third time's a charm.
Still a turn. Wait till a turn, Steve. Oh, there we go. Correct.
The chase intensified as the stolen box truck ignored every command, swerving recklessly and resisting multiple pit maneuvers. Deputies maintained absolute control, timing their moves perfectly until the massive vehicle was forced off the road. When smoke began pouring from the cab, they acted fast, smashing the windshield and pulling both suspects to safety before the situation turned deadly. Both men were treated for minor injuries and taken into custody. On October 5, 2025, Trooper Bluford initiated a traffic stop on a blue motorcycle with no license plate after observing speeding and improper lane changes on Interstate 30 westbound. When the trooper activated his lights and sirens, the rider turned his head, made eye contact, and decided to run. The pursuit reached speeds of 120 miles per hour as the motorcyclist weaved recklessly between vehicles and used the shoulder to avoid capture. Despite his dangerous maneuvers, troopers maintained tight control of the chase, working seamlessly together as Trooper Highland took primary position near exit 133.
West on the west surf road. No traffic. Turning a right. Continuing westbound surf road. White male, white shirt. He's signaling this, but he's speed 70. Speed's 30. Taking a right, coming up on University. Turning left.
The suspect, identified as Craig Washington, abandoned his motorcycle and fled on foot, but his attempt to escape was short-lived. Troopers quickly closed in, taking him down after he ignored repeated commands. Washington was secured, searched, and transported to the Pulaski County Detention Facility, where he was charged without further incident. On October 5, 2025, Trooper Brandon observed a white Honda CBR 600 speeding westbound on US 412 at nearly 90 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. When he attempted to conduct a traffic stop, the motorcycle accelerated away, disappearing momentarily before being spotted again minutes later. Once the rider noticed the trooper closing in, he twisted the throttle, launching into a high-speed flight that would soon draw multiple units into pursuit. The chase intensified as the Honda reached speeds of 140 miles per hour, weaving into oncoming lanes and blasting through red lights with total disregard for public safety. Troopers Belt and Puryear joined in, maintaining tight communication and discipline as they pursued through dangerous intersections and residential zones. The suspect's reckless behavior put countless drivers and pedestrians at risk, forcing troopers to balance aggression with precision.
Still south on turn. He missed the turn right here. Safety number 20 is going to be William Edward 244.
We copy William Edward 244.
The pursuit came to a violent conclusion when Trooper Brandon positioned his vehicle to prevent further danger near a heavily populated park area. The motorcycle, traveling far too fast to stop or maneuver safely, collided with his patrol unit. The suspect, later identified as Jimmy D. Townsend, was thrown from the bike and immediately taken into custody. After receiving medical aid and being cleared by hospital staff, Townsend was booked into the Washington County Detention Center, facing numerous charges for his reckless flight. On October 1, 2025, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted a white Honda speeding along the shoulder of Interstate 95 near Northwest 151st Street in Miami-Dade County. The driver, later identified as 19-year-old Abel Campos of Hialeah, was weaving recklessly through traffic and passing vehicles on the shoulder at dangerous speeds. When the trooper activated his emergency lights and siren, Campos refused to comply, triggering a high-speed pursuit that tested the trooper's skill and restraint.
And he's going forward. He's the other way now. Mackenzie, stay in the construction zone. Stay in the construction zone. Stay Honda.
As the chase escalated, Campos tore through a construction zone, kicking up dust and dodging heavy equipment before turning the wrong way on the interstate, putting countless lives at risk. Troopers stayed calm and precise, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, then executed a flawless pit maneuver that ended the pursuit instantly. Campos was taken into custody without resistance, and no one was injured. A clear reminder of the unmatched skill and professionalism of the Florida Highway Patrol. Hot Springs police were dispatched to Walmart on Albert Pike Road after a large quantity of merchandise was reported stolen. The suspects were seen loading items into a black Dodge Charger before fleeing the scene. Arkansas State Police were notified and assisted in locating the vehicle as it continued eastbound on the King Expressway. During the pursuit, the Charger drove erratically, swerving across lanes and disregarding traffic laws. The driver, Cavanta Hampton, demonstrated aggressive control of the vehicle, making sudden lane changes and accelerating sharply to avoid interception. Officers maintained a careful, coordinated pursuit to prevent harm to other motorists and ensure public safety.
Crash.
The chase came to an end when the Charger exited Highway 70 East, swerved uncontrollably, and completed a 360-degree spin after striking a guardrail. Officers quickly secured passengers Jackson and Barry, while Hampton briefly attempted to flee on foot before being apprehended by state police. A search of the vehicle recovered the stolen merchandise, totaling $3,044.01. Law enforcement's swift, disciplined response ensured all suspects were taken into custody safely, demonstrating the professionalism and effectiveness of both the Hot Springs Police and Arkansas State Police. On October 4, 2025, a trooper with the Arkansas State Police spotted a speeding Jeep on Interstate 49, pushing 92 miles per hour through Fayetteville. When the trooper tried to pull the driver over, 23-year-old Dustin Pullman from Forest City refused to stop, instantly turning a simple traffic stop into a dangerous high-speed pursuit.
We've gone far enough, bro. We'll be here southbound on Saturday. 1037 southbound on Saturday. Wrecked out EMS.
Pullman exited the interstate at exit 65, tearing through city streets with no regard for safety. The Jeep hit a bump, went airborne, then lost control on Ora Street, slamming into a utility pole and rolling several times. After the crash, Pullman fled on foot, leaving behind his injured passenger. He was quickly tracked down by an ASPK-9 unit and taken into custody. The Jeep was confirmed stolen, and once again, Arkansas State Police proved their precision and dominance on the road. On October 3, 2025, Trooper Joshua Haley was assisting the Concord Police Department and the 16th Judicial Drug Task Force in serving a warrant when a white Nissan Frontier suddenly sped away upon seeing law enforcement vehicles. Without hesitation, Trooper Haley activated his lights and sirens, beginning a short pursuit down Cooper Road.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
After less than a mile, the suspect pulled into a private driveway and abruptly stopped. The driver, later identified as John Figueroa, exited the vehicle before it was even in park, causing it to roll back into Haley's patrol car. Thankfully, no damage occurred, and Figueroa was quickly taken into custody without further incident. Another swift and controlled takedown by the Arkansas State Police. On September 29, 2025, Trooper Jackson Shoemate clocked a maroon Dodge Charger speeding at 103 miles per hour on I-30 in Little Rock. When he attempted a traffic stop, the driver appeared to comply but kept rolling slowly down the shoulder, refusing to come to a complete stop even after multiple commands over the PA system. The pursuit continued off the interstate and ended in a gas station parking lot,
exit.
I'm taking 67.
10-4, we're coming up to the exit now. Alright, we're taking the exit. Alright, we're coming up to the intersection. If he doesn't pull into this gas station, I'll TV out. Alright, we're pulling in the shell. Felon takedown.
Hey, show your hand!
Trooper Shoemate executed a controlled felony takedown after the driver, Don Taggart, refused to comply and reached back into his vehicle. Recognizing him from a previous arrest involving firearms, the trooper acted swiftly, taking Taggart to the ground and securing him in handcuffs. A search revealed marijuana and clear signs of intoxication, with a breath test reading of .14. Taggart was booked into Pulaski County Jail, another example of Trooper Shoemate's composure and the unmatched professionalism of the Arkansas State Police. On July 11, 2025, an Arkansas State Trooper patrolling Highway 161 near Interstate 40 spotted a white Ford Mustang with a fictitious license plate that was flagged as possibly connected to an armed felon and narcotics activity. After confirming the tag was false, the trooper followed the vehicle westbound onto I-40 and then I-30, waiting for a safe location to initiate a stop due to heavy traffic. As the trooper attempted to pull the Mustang over near exit 141, the driver suddenly accelerated, merging between lanes and cutting off other vehicles. The pursuit intensified, reaching speeds of 117 miles per hour on I-30 before the suspect abruptly exited onto I-630 westbound, weaving through medium traffic at over 100 miles per hour in an attempt to escape.
You gonna run that VIN? Make sure it's not stolen?
Tempo clear, 2033. Copy, X60, show you available. Okay, thank you. I'll pick up the vehicle.
Where'd you come from? Either one of y'all on La Hart? I was coming from La Hart. Where's La Hart at? Over right there on the side of the investor? No, I was coming from La Hart. I heard Brock, I worked in
So I was at MLK, so I came to Broadway. I figured I'd make work my way this way. That's why I was asking how fresh it was on the radio, because I was like, man, I'm coming. I got spikes.
The chase continued into downtown Little Rock, where the suspect exited at Chester Street and struck a curb, damaging the vehicle. Following orders to downgrade the pursuit due to traffic and safety concerns, the troopers stayed in the area and soon learned that Little Rock police had located the Mustang abandoned at a Sonic on Broadway Street. The car showed damage from the curb impact, and witnesses reported seeing a man matching the tag owner's description flee in a white SUV. The suspect remains unidentified, but the vehicle was impounded for further investigation.